Leroy out today. He is in the middle of jury duty. I guess he's probably getting up and arriving there right now. So good luck to Leroy performing his civil. Is it civil or civic? Civic duty, civil duty.
Civil.
You sure?
Civic is a car, dude. Grow up.
I don't think you're right there. Is it my civic duty or is it my civil duty?
It's my civic duty to let you know that you're wrong and it's civil.
All right, I'm looking this up now.
Yeah, it's probably best. Probably best.
Let's see. Civic duty or behavior describes our obligations in government. Civil describes our relationships with others. So it's civic duty. You were wrong, Marcos.
No.
What? -1, dude. It's our obligations to the government.
-1.
Damn it.
Yeah. See you, dude. Yeah, get to that scoreboard right now, dummy. Hit that ID here, stupid.
Oh, Jesus.
The Ticket is the home of every Miami Heat game. WAXY South Miami and WSFS HD2 Miramar. An Odyssey station.
And the headlines here are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford, we know trucks. J-Fig also hit us with the Civic. You know, I wonder if has J-Fig ever been on a jury? I wouldn't trust her, though, because, like, bird murderer, you know? Like, she'd be sympathetic to bird murdering.
Yeah,
I feel like, you know, that's got to be part of the interview process if they're gonna go with any of that. But also speaking of bird murdering,
okay.
Yesterday,
I need to know where this transitions to.
We all know on this show I revealed something a couple of weeks ago in regards to a possum.
Oh, yeah.
Thumped him right on his little possum head.
Okay, I didn't know we were back to admitting it.
So yesterday, wife is doing the laundry, and just a blood curdling scream goes on,
no.
and I'm like, oh, it's probably like a rat, iguana, who knows?
Yeah.
Ah! It's a possum.
What, dude?
I was like, what?
Wow.
Now, I thought at first there was a possum in my house, but apparently he was just hanging out like by our garage. The back door is where we keep the trash cans. There's a little cement area there. And this possum was just
during
like
the day?
No, this is at night.
Okay.
But he was chilling in the recyclable bin.
Wow.
And I'm just like, what is this possum doing? And he's just like, gives me he was giving me his eyes. And
no way.
I was ready to take him out again. I was ready to put up, I was ready to put up number 2. But then all of your judgments came back to me, and I'm like,
perfect.
I can't have another situation here where I
take out a family, dude.
Extinguish another marsupial. So instead, I was like, come on, get, run, scram, possum.
For sure.
And he wasn't leaving. And so I had to get my old friend, Mr. Louisville Slugger.
No.
But this time, I did a little bash on the recycle. Hey, get out of there. Nice. Still not leaving,
What?
And what does he do?
No way.
He plays possum like a jerk.
God,
like I don't know his tricks.
Yes.
And
Just
so
wake up, dude.
what I did was I flipped over the recyclables. And so then all of a sudden he was out. And I said, hey, get. And he wasn't moving. So then I smacked him on his little possum ass, and he got out of it. He got going. I'll tell you one thing about possums, though. Not fast.
No, not at all. So you're watching him waddle.
Which makes me kind of regret what happened to his friend, because probably couldn't have caught me that the rate is moving. But the damage is done. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I'll say, man, it seems like you're attempting to take out a lineage, like an entire family tree of possums. So I appreciate you sparing this one.
Yeah, he gets to live. But you know what? Tread lightly. All right.
Yeah.
Go tell your friends what happened. Go tell your friends what happened here. And don't forget what I did to your other friend, Pouch.
Oh no, dude.
So you're allowed to take out animals, but you blame me every single time for something I didn't commit.
Well, I didn't take out this animal. I spared his life, J-Fig. But also, this one was trespassing. You killed a pet.
I didn't, actually. And you have no proof of it either.
You said you did. Nah. I mean, the circumstantial evidence is overwhelming.
No. And you went on air and you literally said that you killed the
Yeah.
possum. So.
Well, yeah,
Sure.
but he was threatening me.
Okay.
He did. He hit him with the hiss.
And I didn't know at the time that possums didn't have rabies.
Yeah.
So
That's not a good look on your part there.
I didn't know. Even my wife was like, because I was gonna let Sunny Bunny go and maybe scare it a little bit more yesterday.
Yeah.
Sunny Bunny yesterday got an iguana. She just like a hunting dog catching a duck.
Yeah.
She gets in her mouth. She's all proud. I said, "Oh, my little Sunny Bunny, you're such a good dog." And so I sent her out after the possum. She goes, "No, what if she gets rabies?" And then I had to explain to my wife, possums don't get rabies. This was all happening when people shamed me because I had to take out a possum thinking that it had rabies, but it does not.
Solid.
Yep.
Yeah, I had no clue either. That's not a common knowledge thing. You look at a possum, it looks like it has rabies. You'd find
of course,
something.
It's an awful creature. It's ugly.
It is very ugly.
And they think they could just sit here, hang upside down. You're not a bat. Okay, you're not a bat.
Did this before, but what's the difference between an opossum and a possum again?
There's no difference. It's one is said its proper name, and because they come from Ireland, is opossum. And
did you Google that?
It's opossum here. Hey. Date South says that possum came back like, I am vengeance.
Yeah.
Except he was not. He's a coward.
He was not. Yeah. Playing possum is not like the sweetest move to have as like an animal to defend yourself. It's like, I'm dead.
Right.
So what you're saying is you killed a possum because it was ugly?
No, I killed a possum because I thought it was going to attack me and it had rabies, but I didn't know at the time they didn't.
What
have
if it
rabies.
was a pretty possum?
Doesn't exist,
I
JF.
don't
They're all horrid creatures.
Really, they're like big rats. Dude.
They're like giant ass rats. With
Rats can
naked...
be pretty.
Excuse me?
No.
When?
In character forms.
Yeah, Ratatouille.
Like Ratatouille is that because even Master Splinter was ugly.
Oh yeah, he was for sure.
Yep.
Live action cartoon, not a fan. But Ratatouille, pretty cute. First time I ever seen that movie the other day, actually.
You guys want to hear McCochin talk about who gets final say on the orange jersey?
Oh yeah, I do. I love the orange jersey.
All right, let's hear from Miss McCochin.
The whole reason I took the job, or the orange jersey. No, that it's I haven't got any pushback yet, so I haven't had to flex the final say. But collectively, as a coaching staff, there's always been at least one player that's really separated themselves, so it's been easy thus far. I'll keep you abreast if there's any fisticuffs up in the office.
Wow, I love this guy.
He said that's why I took the job. The orange jersey.
Yeah, the orange jersey. Like the entire reason is I wanted to give out a prize. I wonder what that is. I do wonder what that is like though for him, because like a guy who's been a lifer like that, who's been like all over the league, he's been on a bunch of teams, and he's been like the sidekick of a head coach. But like that final movement up to head coach, where you're like in on everything, dude's like jumping all around practice in the early goings, is just like got that high energy. He's got that vibe to him. He's out here McCoaching. I like the guy a lot. I just like his vibe. He is a vibe. You know when they say people are a vibe? McCoachin is a vibe, dude. That's how he is.
Vibe, though. He is a vibe for sure.
He's just out there and doing his McCoachin thing. I'm very excited about what he brings to the table. I don't know if he's going to be a good coach, but I feel like he's going to be a good coach.
Yeah, I hope so. That's the only thing, which is strange because it's the most important thing. I'm sure Leroy would agree. Is obviously winning games, but as of right now, he's checked every single box besides winning games.
Yeah,
so I just need him to just make the playoffs.
And what they say is you can only check what you can check.
Wow, is that what they say? I'm not sure.
Please clip that. I need that for later.
That was bad. Dude, you got to drink some tea.
I'm not sure what's
I think you need some tea, ginger.
Yeah.
I don't like ginger. I don't like tea. Give me another one. Can I have another remedy? Can there be like whiskey?
Turmeric.
I don't know if whiskey
does help. Yes.
I mean, we'll try it.
Oh man, that was terrible.
That was
here's a little bit more McCoach. Now Mike Gesicki, a lot of questions are, this is a lot of guys. You got to block in McCoachin's offense. That's wide receivers got to block, tight ends got to block. I don't know if you know this about Mike Gesicki. Not his thing.
Not a blocker.
Not a blocker. But don't worry, McCoachin says he's getting it all together. Here's a little bit more from Mike McDaniel yesterday.
As far as Mike Gesicki, he's been as impressive as any player on the team in terms of going after a challenge. He hasn't. You guys probably could rattle off the stats, but 3-point wasn't his primary position, and he's been working diligently in the run and pass game to do things that this offense can feature without taking away the stuff that has made him who he is. And there's pieces of that in the offense, as we're always tailoring what we do to the skill set of our players. But he's really attacked it with full vigor, and has really done a great job working on his footwork in the run game, and hoping that carries over to pads when that happens.
Yeah, like, let's go, Gesicki. First of all, Gesicki's a giant, right? Like, why isn't he good at blocking, right? Like, not to be a jerk, not to call it that simple. I'm sure Leroy would yell at me if he was here to hear about this, but like, be better at blocking, dude. Like, you're a behemoth. We see that you next to Mike McDaniel make him look like a child. There's no reason this guy should be good at blocking. I think it should be that simple. Block better, dude. Like, let's go out there. It can't all just be vertical catches and one-handed grabs and doing it all for the gram, right? Like, this guy's jacked to the gills, probably strong as an ox. Get in there and let's give somebody the business. That's what I want from a Gesicki.
Yeah, but what I'd like him to block more is Ryan Fitzpatrick from attending his wedding.
Yeah, well, you know what? I bet Fitzpatrick wasn't even invited. He just showed up.
He just
He was like, "When's the party?"
Man, I think that's the next step in his game, though. Honestly, we all know that he's essentially just an extra wide receiver on the field. If he's able to help and support in the run game, I mean, that's never a bad thing, dude.
Yeah, and they're also saying, like, it's not like he's out there and they're saying, like, we want to take away. He's saying it right there. Like, I don't want to take away what makes him special. I'm not gonna like run him into the ground with blocking to the point where he can't run down the field and he's too beat up. But I do think that it does make you more valuable. We see this with Heat players all the time. Like, the more you're able to do, the more that Spo can trust you in the most places, the longer you're going to stay on the court. And I do think that for Mike Gesicki, he wants this long-term deal. He wants to be paid like one of the top wide receivers in the league and all that stuff. Great. But like, if you're able to put him in that category where he is able to be out there at all times, like, all right, now you got something almost Kansas City-esque with him and Tyreek Hill on top of Jalen Waddle. You don't want to put yourself in any position where like he's having to take you out because you're a liability to the offense.
Yeah,
this is a little bit more from McCochin, where he's asked about the idea of a Gesicki extension. Here's what McCochin had to say.
No, that's something that right now, there's always conversations between agents and general managers. The whole building's careful to just make sure that I stay in my lane and coach some football. So right now I'm worried about getting everyone better, and if there's situations where it would be prudent for the club to act or the negotiations go a certain way with any position, we'll do what's best served for the Miami Dolphins.
Big time. That's Goosey's right there, dude. I love that.